Hello guys and welcome back to Generation Zero. Today I'm gonna talk about the newest materials. We got three metals: aluminium alloy, tungsten alloy, and uranium alloy. We got the phosphorus and ethanol. And there's some things I don't mind them, but there's some things I do not like about them, and I'm gonna talk about them. But that's gonna be later on. First, I'm gonna show you how much I got from them. So first is ethanol. On easy you get 10, on medium you get 30, and on hard I think you got like 94 or 96 ethanol. So first one is 3 minutes, the second one is 5, and the third one is 7 minutes. And you basically get regular Phoenix enemies, but if you're unlucky you can get Russian machines, and Firebirds are pain. So here I did a drilling one. This is definitely the easiest one of the defense, since it's closest to basically how you did before defensive, where you only had to defend a truck. Ethanol, you need to be aware of the blast radius around it because it has a fire, so it will damage things around it, so you can't build things too close. But with drills, yeah, you just basically do how you always have done the base defense, so they're quite easy. On easy you got 36, on medium you got like 80, and on hard you got 168. And in the end we have the furnace, we can get all the three different materials: uranium, tungsten, and aluminium. And here we start first with uranium. This one is definitely the hardest to combine, since you only get 5 when you level up, and when you defeat a base you get 4 for somehow. And when I defeated one of those bosses I only got 1. Weird. So yeah, but on easy you get 12. I haven't tested out medium, I just went straight to hard, and you only got 42. For 100, that's really expensive. Then you have tungsten, and this one is a bit better, but not as great, but it's like something I was like, okay, this makes sense. And of course you can get the Russian machines, and they're okay till you come to the Firebirds. They're a pain. The other one you have, like the one we didn't see near an explosive rounds, they're fine, but the one with the cannon one, it's bad, because when they fly by and do a bomb run, they do so much damage and destroy the walls like nothing. But when I did it on easy, I got like over 24. On hard you get 84. Then we have aluminium, and this one is definitely rewarding to do on hard, since on easy mode you only get 36, and I was like, that's fine. But when you do it on hard you get 120, and that's more than you start with. You actually gain 20 materials extra. So this one I was like surprised how much you got. I was like, you probably get around the same how much you put in, but no, you actually get more. So here is different things what you can see cost different materials in the craftables. You have the thing that you needs to use the new materials. So here's emergency flare sticky, that costs 2 phosphorus. You have the adrenaline shot that also costs phosphorus. You have a grenade that costs also phosphorus. This is really bad, and I'm gonna come later on that one. Then of course you have the healings, they cost, especially the advanced medkit and advanced first aid, and then you have of course the paramedic that also cost ethanol. That's a new material. Then you have experimental ammo that costs like 1 aluminium alloy. You have the shock ammo that costs tungsten, and then you have of course explosive that costs 1 uranium. Explosive, those 343 you get 20. The same is with 270, you get 20. 32 ACP, you get 80. 44 you get 40. 50 BMG you get 12. Shotgun shells you get 20. 556 you get 100. 762 you get 60. 9mm handgun you get 80. 9mm SMG 80. Rockets 4. You can also see how much you get for each upgrade on different armor, what it costs, those materials, those alloys. So you can see aluminium, it will cost 10. Then you have tungsten that will only cost 4. And you have uranium that costs 2. And that's like level 5 when you have level them up to level 5. So you can see the fire resistant here use regular aluminium. But I guess when you upgrade them to the highest, you will eventually get it with those alloys. Then I forgot to mention the one healing. It's experimental healing, where basically increase or like keep healing you over time. I did try it out, and that is really powerful, but really expensive. So what do I think about the changes in the game? Personally, I do like most of them. I really like what they did with them and changed up some stuff. There's some stuff I really don't like, and I really want them to change them. And of course, the one is the grenade. It's really bad that they changed it over to phosphorus. It's ridiculous. Because grenades, they are the first explosive you get in a game that you can properly deal with machines that you can craft. And it's an early craft. It's a third schematic you get in the game, or like you can get. You split up in threes, and it's all the way on the left. And it's it's something that's really useful for taking out big machines, like the harvester and tank, especially when you're new in the game. And you can't exactly farm phosphorus. I mean, yeah, you get unlock 1. You do get the one area in the farmland where the first base where you can farm them. So I guess there, but it's still ridiculous that it costs that amount of phosphorus when you're that new in the game. And the worst part, like when you do base defense there, you could get the Russian machines, and you get the Firebirds, and you have like the 2 regular Firebirds. You have the green, that's the easy one, then you have the brown one, that's medium, and then of course you have the white one, that's the hard one. And basically the green one shoots incendiary, the brown one shoots explosive, and then you have the white one that shoots a cannon. And when you don't have the proper equipment, they can be really tough to take down. Other than that, they're alright. I don't mind it, it's a little bit changed, but they are quite dangerous. One way you can change it up is by, not letting your pride get in the way and just put it on adventure mode to deal with them, since you can play on skirmish, and I just change it down to adventure. And especially if you play guerrilla, it's like, don't let it get in the way, just change it down to earn those materials, and when you're done, changes back. It's simple as that, just a switch and that's it. So they're not too bad, they're quite easy, and to farm them. The second thing I do not like is the alloys, especially you have the uranium and tungsten, but mostly uranium, and that is how little you get for how much work you do. And well, one thing is work, but the other thing is how rare your uranium is. And they should definitely increase how much you gain, because now you lose. You get less for what ammo costs. It's more expensive. So definitely increase that by double, and make tungsten when you get 100. So at least like you get 1 for 1. Like if you give 100 tungsten, you get 100 tungsten alloy back. And uranium, give it 80. Where you're like, okay, fine, that makes sense. It's not too bad. And of course, aluminium is not too bad, like 120, that's great. So other than that, and of course the grenades, so those changes there, those are those things I really want to see changed. Other than that, the base defenses are not that bad, they're actually quite nice, and I do enjoy them. Of course, there are some medkits, they're expensive with ethanol, but they're not too bad of a grind. But yeah, maybe reduce some ethanol too, that could be, but they're not my biggest grudge. They're more like those alloy and the grenade for the phosphorus. So yeah, but anyways guys, that was basically it with the base, what I think about them. Overall, if I'm gonna give it a scale, It's a 6 out of 10. Of course, you have the story that sucked. It was really bad. Some people say it was good, but it was bad. It was really, really bad. But that's for another video. But anyways, that was it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.